How we doing, lads? Weezermont's in. How are we doing? Appreciate you joining us. Really do. How you doing, Weezermont? Hope you've had a good day, pal. Bob Flynn's in the building. How we doing, bud? How we doing? Hope you're good. Hope we're good. Any action midweek for you? Have you got any teams out? Be interesting to know who you've got or what divisions you're playing. Please do let me know. Yeah, I'm doing good, Weezermont. Yeah, I'm doing well. Filmed a video this morning. I'm gonna edit that after this live stream. That should probably be up tomorrow, to be fair. But yeah, all good. Bob says Chris seems to like Ferreira from Houston too. Yeah, I asked Chris, to be fair, and he mentioned the boy that you mentioned and Ferreira from Houston, but I ended up filming the video anyway, so I ended up putting your fella in there instead of Ferreira because, like I said, I'd already filmed it. But yeah, I enjoyed filming the vid. Actually, some really good players from the MLS who aren't on Sorare. Yeah, so that's basically the gist of the video. But yeah, looking ahead to... Oh, okay. What we'll do first, we'll have a look at my horrible Game Week 262 while we wait for a few more guys to get in. Bob's got 4 teams, under 23 D5, All-Star D4, and 5 in America D2. Okay. Who's playing in America? I'm guessing, have you got any River Boys, or is there more Argentinian games? We'll have a look in a minute. We'll preview Game Week 263 and we'll have a look at what's going on. But yeah, really poor game week from me, to be fair. I said it on John's podcast. If you've not listened to it yet, you should do. But basically, yeah, we had a bit of a stinker this week, and I saw it coming, to be fair. I didn't expect anything this game week. I don't know why. I mean, I've hit 4 tier 1s in 3 game weeks on the bounce, so I knew my luck was going to run out at some point. Bob Flynn says Quintero and Argentina Juniors. Okay. Oh, that's exciting. There's a load of games on there. That's good. But yeah, in terms of this game week, yeah, I kind of envisioned that it wouldn't go great. And DMPs is probably the standout factor for why I haven't done too well, to be completely honest. Too many DMPs, rotational risks, and sometimes just poor pickings. We'll get into them now. Weezermont said, nothing for me. Most of my players have cup games. Yeah, same for me, mate. I've quite a few midweek options. I have 1 goalkeeper though, so we'll probably only end up building like 1 full team, and then maybe an ETH grinding team as well for 263. But yeah, in terms of 262, obviously the game week isn't technically over, but I've only got like 1 or 2 players to play, and it's not going to change my destiny at all. But All-Star Limited, I ended up entering it because Tanny was suspended, so I ended up picking up a £30 Daiki Tommy, who's the second goalkeeper at Shonan, and he ended up keeping a clean sheet, which is crazy. Rich said, I played a guy who had a ban from a yellow card. I'm an idiot. Mate, that's happened to me countless times, I'll be honest. It's hard to find every suspension, it's not easy. But yeah, this Tommy guy ended up getting a clean sheet for Shonan, which was quite shocking to me, to be honest. I didn't think they would. Aaron Long got a decent score, 59, with his card bonus, 0-0 draw at home to Dallas. Asaka got a really good score, goal and an assist. He did really well for me, got me 101 points, which was my first player of this team, if that makes sense. So I got off to a flyer. Mickey Lendl got an 88, to be fair to him. He absolutely smashed it. And then Jordan Morris DMP, of course. They rotated massively. It bit them in the arse a little bit because they ended up losing to Inter Miami 1-0. I was a point away from a tier 3 limited with 4 players. If Morris plays, I probably get maybe a tier 2, and if he scores, probably a tier 1. So yeah, that one is annoying, to be fair, but I don't usually play limited. If I do, it's just the specialist, but I didn't have any goalkeepers eligible for the specialist this weekend. So yeah, I ended up picking this Tommy guy, and yeah, just put this team together. So yeah, no prizes from there. Like I mentioned, I do have a couple of players to play, one of them being Diego Leite. He's playing in the next few hours. Hopefully he starts. Mignon got me a clean sheet, 42.7 points as a common. Nico Williams got me a solid 64.4 without the bonus, 83.7 with the bonus. Amadou Onana came off the bench, got a 10.3 AA. Bale didn't even get off the bench, shockingly. So basically, I need Lete to start to get some sort of ETH threshold. All-Star Rare Pro got off to a flyer. I played Nico Williams Super Rare in here. He got me a really nice score of 83.4. Eric Garcia's playing in a few hours. Well, he should be playing in a few hours. Camilla got off the bench. I had a feeling he wouldn't start, and he didn't. De La Cruz had a decent game, but no decisives from him. And then Armani, of course, they conceded, so nothing really happened there for me. But yeah, I'm nowhere near a reward here. Bob says, I played a suspended guy in D2, still finished 8th. If I wasn't so stupid, 25 to podium. That's a killer. That's an absolute killer, Bob. But 8th still, I'm sure that still gets you a prize. In D2, first time playing Champions Asia Rare Pro. I bought a few new cards over the last few weeks, one being Mitsutu, one being Nogami to go with my Osako. It didn't get the clean sheet. Nogami got a nice score though of 69, and Mitsutu got a goal as my captain, 88.9 points. I'm just gutted I didn't play him in my under-23 teams. Nishio had a really poor score actually, considering they got another clean sheet. I don't know what's going on here. What is he losing points on? Possession lost and duels lost is what's letting him down there. And then yeah, Suzuki got an okay score, nothing crazy. Did miss a big chance again. He just can't seem to find the net right now for Shimizu Pulse. So that's 295 points, 44 points away from a tier 1. Rob, if you are watching, congrats on your... I think you won Asia Rare Pro, right? I'm pretty sure that's the competition you've won. But yeah, if you're not watching, then you're not watching. But yeah, congrats on that win. Specialist rarely got off to an okay start. Arson got 57 for me. Big chance missed. No decisive, which was a killer. Beltran ended up scoring a goal, to be fair, which was nice from my forward. And then the Pice Martinez stack kind of worked quite well. Pice had an absolute stormer, to be fair to him. And Martinez defended quite well, 19.3 AA score. And then Cosino Odilion had an absolute nightmare, minus 5.2 AA. I mean, yeah, he just didn't really do much. Did he? 1 interception, lost 4 duels, lost the ball 9 times. Just nowhere near enough going on for my liking. I was 16 points away from a tier 3 there. This was very frustrating last night. Enzo Fernandez got a penalty and good all-round score as per usual, 98.8 points for me as my captain. Julian Alvarez got injured in the warm-up apparently. It was like muscle discomfort. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do about risking him midweek. Guys, if you are an Alvarez owner in the chat, let me know what you would do. Seo Young-woo actually got an assist, but then he ended up getting an error led to goal and he only played 45 minutes. So quite eventful for Seo Young-woo in terms of 45 minutes of football. Fofana not even in the squad, which was a weird one to me. I know he played PSV in the week. It was a risk for me to play him, but I thought he'd not... I mean, even if he was in the squad, he probably doesn't come on the field. But the fact that he wasn't in the squad was just a bit weird to me. So I'm not sure what was going on there. And then Benyadi had a wicked score, 76.4, 80.2 with his card bonus. Rob's just joined the chat. What's going on, Rob? So yeah, bitterly disappointing in under 23 rare with those 2 DMPs. Rare Pro is the closest I got to a prize. As you can see, I'm 3.68 points away from a tier 2. Which is just so frustrating. Fabio Vieira with the perfect hundreds. I watched the game. He was unbelievable. I mean, they beat Portimonense 7-0, so it wasn't exactly a hard game for them. But the guy's just unbelievable. Garji just joined the chat. What's going on, man? David said, I expected Fofana to play, but surely he starts against Everton then. David, yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. I mean, like I said, I expected him to play. That's why I played him. But yeah, if he doesn't... I just don't get him not being on the bench. That just baffles me a little bit, if I'm honest. Like, if he's fit, why isn't he just on the bench at least, in case there's some sort of injury to the centre halves. But yeah, I'd like to think he plays against Everton. I'd be shocked if he didn't. And yeah, just really disappointing here. Vieira, an unbelievable score. Costa, a really solid score with a clean sheet. And Maya got me a 74 with no decisive, which I was really happy about. And Jordan Bayer really let me down. They lost 3-1 to Cologne in the derby. he won a load of duels, but they ended up giving him like a load of duels lost as well towards the end of the game. Opta being Opta, so yeah, his score was pretty poor for a super rare. Considering I played all my Nico. Well, I played my super rare Nico Williams here. You know, if I played, I know it's easy to say, but if I play him here, you know, I win a. What do I win? I win a tier 1, like comfortably as well. So just a really frustrating one. David said Ramadan. I've gone with him midweek, and like you said, he'd be shocked if he doesn't play. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Ramadan is obviously ongoing right now, but he's played like a couple games against PSV. Like, it's not as if like he hasn't played at all because of Ramadan, but no, I understand what you're saying. There's obviously a reason behind it. That definitely could be the reason. And then Ferreira blanked as well. Obviously, they played against, you know, Dallas played against Maya's Red Bull team, and I mean, Dallas was shocking. I don't know if any of you guys watched the game, but Dallas were absolutely horrendous, and he didn't even have a sniff. It's just frustrating because obviously, you know, I picked the wrong under 23 forward this week. Beltran scored, albeit it was only 61, but it's better than 38. And Misutu scored as well and got a 71. So I would have been in obviously a much better position picking Nico and one of those two forwards. But then you could equally say I could have picked Alvarez, you know, and he could have DMP'd. So, you know, there's two ways to look at that one, I guess. But a little bit gutting, just seeing as though how close I am to a reward. Rob's just joined the chat. Rob, I did congratulate you on the stream about 5 minutes ago, but I'm guessing you obviously wasn't in the chat at the time. But I'll say it again, congratulations, Rob, for winning. I think Champs Asia Pro, is it? I think you're first right now, which is crazy. So congratulations to you. Rob says Rogers always protects Fofana during Ramadan. Okay, that makes a lot more sense then. Yeah, maybe it is the Ramadan situation. He's top of Asia rare, not rare pro. Weekends don't get much better. Rob, completely agree with you. Weekends don't get much better than a cheeky podium, and especially first as well, which is incredible, mate. Congrats. And then my last team of this game week, not much to say here. Underdog Super Rare League. I didn't really expect much. I didn't expect Lezchuk to play. I just threw him in just to get a team in. Silent Mike has actually started the game, which I was quite surprised with. Got 7.7, dragged after 61. George Campbell had an 11.1 with a clean sheet, which is not really a great score, to be honest. He lost 10 duels and lost the ball 13 times. So there's 33 points lost there on his score. And then Lucas Anderson actually came on the field after like 17 minutes. Somebody got injured for AIK, and it looks like he's going to be a starter from now on, I imagine, if that guy does have a bit of a lengthy injury. So, but they're losing 2-0, nothing really much to shout about in terms of his score. And then Sangbing didn't even get off the bench in a 1-0 win for Zurich. So disappointing game week. But like I said, I've had an amazing triple, like 3 game weeks, tier 1. Then we won the Super Rare tier 1, and then we won the 2 tier 1. So yeah, I cannot complain one bit. You know, maybe I deserve a few game weeks off in terms of winning some things, some prizes. But yeah, let's look forward to game week 263, sorry. We'll look at the matches first. We'll have a look at what leagues are playing, then we'll look at the prize pool, and then we'll get to building some lineups. Because I don't have that many lineups, to be honest. But yeah, I will need. I've got a load of things to think about in terms of injuries and suspensions and rotation. So there'll definitely be some thinking needed for that one. But yeah, in terms of the matches, the Eredivisie game, guys, be careful. Like, none of these teams are going to actually get scored, if that makes sense. They're playing like 3 minutes or something from a fixture back like a month ago. They got suspended, so be careful with playing players from those teams. We got one Super League game, Randers versus Silkeborg. Georgie said not a lot in 263. We've got Fulham. Fulham are playing Preston. Obviously, I've got Nico Williams, so that'll be a nice little help. There is Dynamo Zagreb playing, so you'll probably see them maybe dominate the Challenger regions. There's almost a full fixture in League One, right? In the French League, we've got Lyon away to Brest, Rennes away to Strasbourg, Monaco and Nice, big game, Marseille Nantes, Lens Montpellier, Remis Lille, and then Clermont Foot against Troyes, Bordeaux Saint Etienne, Lorient Metz, and then PSG away to Angers. I'm guessing we've got a full fixture in La Liga as well. A couple of big games there. Well, we've got Cadiz Atletico, Celta Vigo Getafe, Atletico Granada, Barcelona away to Sociedad, Real away to Osasuna, Villarreal, Valencia is a big game, to be fair. And then we got Prem fixtures, Liverpool United, Chelsea Arsenal, okay. Obviously the Newcastle Palace game, Everton Leicester, Man City Brighton, and Burnley Southampton. They are playing 6 minutes. Interesting, yeah. So the Sparta games, like Gaji said, 6 minutes of that game's being played. One Serie A game, one J League game. We've got the AFC Champions League games, Daegu, Euro Red Diamonds, Ulsan at home to I don't know. It looks like Guendouzi, but I'm pretty sure he plays for Marseille. Evergrande, whoever they are. I'm guessing a Chinese club. Kobe at home. Marinos at home to John Book. Melbourne, Sydney, and Kowalski at home as well. Okay, and then we've got the Argentinian League. It looks like a full fixture there as well. Where's the River boys? Yeah, River away to Cordoba. I think they're like bottom of the league, to be fair, so we could see rotation there. Bob says, any news on KDB injury? I've not heard anything personally. Someone in the chat might be able to help you. Sorry that I can't right now. Or, we could do a little Twitter search maybe and see if we can find something. Boca at home. Argentinos Juniors away. And then we've got Liga MX action. Atlas away. Pumas away. Tigres away. Okay, interesting. And then we've got one Brazilian league game as well. Interesting. Georgie said the prizes for challengers should be wired. Sorare said the putted too many. Yeah, I've heard about this as well. Something to do with, they've put too many prizes out for challenger. Is that correct? So we're looking here, 90 prizes, 400 participants. That seems a bit top heavy if I do say so myself. I saw there was a bit of uproar about this. I'm not too caught up on it all, but yeah, didn't they like overdo it with the challenger rewards and then like underdone it with the Americans? Is that what the issue is? And maybe, okay, to be fair, there can't be that many Asians playing really, but Americas, if there's like a full Argentinian and a couple Brazil, Mexican, you'd hope there would be more prizes than 5 and 16, right, compared to 90 and 20. But yeah, I'm not completely sure with that one. Why does it say I've registered for under 23? I'm not sure why that's there. Well, we can delete that. I don't remember making any lineups. But yeah, in terms of the prize pool, we've got the Commons. We've got the Specialist Limited and the Underdog Limited leagues. I was going to try and make a team for this. I do have a few guys. You can go with my Vargas and Reyes stack. We do have an Asaka, which would be helpful, but we don't have a forward or an extra player, which is a little bit annoying. But Asaka would count as an L15 under 45. Well, both of these do actually. So I would need to go out and get a forward and an extra player that, like, of course, are above. I don't have to get them above, but I'm allowed to get them, above 45, and one of them can be above 60, of course, looking at the requirements here. So I might go out and do that. Maybe at the end of this video, I've got £59, so you guys can maybe help me. Maybe we can go on a little scouting spree, find 2 players and throw them into limiteds. But yeah, in terms of the rare prize pool, we mentioned a few of them, but All-Star 220, All-Star Rare Pro 45, that's one of the competitions I'm probably going to definitely target. Under 23 is 100 prizes, Rare Pro under 23, 25, and then Champs Europe 150 and 30, 90 and 20 in the Challengers, 16 and 5 in the Americas, seems very low, and then 20 and 6 in the Asias. And then Super Rares, which I'm not really interested in this midweek, to be fair, so I don't know why I'm really looking. Matt's just joined the chat. What's going on, Matt? Appreciate you joining, pal. I really do. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't have that many options midweek. I have a few. Like, I can make, like, one decent team, and then the rest will just be, like, just throwaways. There could be some DMPs in there, a few rotationals. But my goal is to make one good team. And I think that good team is probably going to go play in the All-Star Pro. I've got a few super rares that maybe I need to use. I want to, don't want to give up that utility. Jonathan B's just joined the chat. What's going on, man? Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you, mate. Thank you for asking. Just a little bit disappointed with how the weekend went in terms of no prizes or anything. But I've already mentioned it. I've been on fire for the last 3 weeks, so I can't really complain too much. I was bound to go cold at some point. So hopefully this is just a short blip in the prize progress. But yeah, hope you're good as well, Jonathan. Let me know if you want anything this weekend, game week 262. But let's get into some lineup building, right? So, like I said, I think I want to target All-Star Rare Pro. Looking at it here, I have 2 goalkeepers. One of them is a reserve, and it looks like Deschamps is injured anyway. Not that I would play him, but we do have Franco Armani, who, are playing 14th in the league. It looks like, although they're away, opposition scores quite nice. So yeah, there's a no-brainer there in that sense. I've not seen this before. This is a swanky little graph. Interesting. Okay, so this is just showing his scores. I guess over the last few game weeks. Okay. We'll leave that to it. And then, to be fair, that I'm strongest at the back in terms of my defensive options. Having a look at it here, we've got a Wesley Fofana that looks like has a great fixture away to Everton. We have an Eric Garcia Super Rare, which has been amazing for me on game weeks, and also terrible as well in terms of DMPs. I just had a notification then on my phone. I'm not sure if you can see it, but Eric Garcia is starting for Barcelona against Cadiz. So hopefully he has a good game there. And yeah, we have a Seo Young Woo who's playing the Chinese team that I can't pronounce, Evergrande. I'll just use the middle name. And then we have our Nico Williamses. We have obviously a couple rares and a super rare at home to Preston, which looks a really good fixture for him. Like, I'm really excited for that fixture. So I do think I'm going to be utilising at least, if not the super rare, just the rare maybe in this division. And then we've got the Milton Casco, who didn't really score that well yesterday. He might get rotated midweek. It's hard to say. Shaka Boom says, evening lads, hope we had many rewards this game week. Gary's just joined. Hey buddy, is it worth investing in the Russian league? Good question, Gary. I mean, there's obviously a load of like risk involved with the Russian league right now, just because of like the political situation. So I would keep an eye on that right now. But I know people always say, in trading and stuff, like, if when the market's fearful, that's when you should sort of get in stuff. But I don't know. I probably wouldn't risk it right now in terms of Russian guys. You could get them stupidly cheap, but then it could turn out that, I don't know, they don't even have a league next year. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I really don't. That's up for you to sort of decide and factor in what you think the risk is involved in that. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying, like, just be careful. Jonathan said, never won a reward. Last week, 60 points. Off a star with my captain to still play bench and didn't play a minute because of rotation. That's an absolute gutter, mate. Garji said I would play Young Woo. They will score 6 probably. Okay, interesting. Jonathan says so I can do my head in at times. Mate, we've all been there, I'll be honest. I'm there every week. Apart from the last 3 weeks where I've done well, I'm there all the time. Guy said the rare cards from the Russian league are rising. I don't know why. League is ending in 5 games. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not sure why that is, to be honest. God, if anyone in the chat can really work out why Russian cards are increasing in value right now, I'd be intrigued to know. But like I said, a load of good options here, like almost too many good options. Like, I could end up picking the wrong ones quite easily, I'm just going to look at the midfielders and see who we've got. So yeah, we've got Enzo Fernandez, looks to have a great fixture. Nicolas de la Cruz equally looks to have a good fixture. I watched the game yesterday and he got battered and bruised a little bit, to be fair. So I'm not sure if he's going to get rotated or not. Like I said, it does look to be an easier fixture. Same for Enzo Fernandez. Like, he scored again yesterday. He's just on fire, and I'm just like, when is the flame gonna go out, basically? And I just don't know when that is. He got an L5 of 82, which is just mental. We do have an Amadou Onana. Looks to have a good fixture as well. He could start, to be fair. Lille have been shocking. He didn't start on the weekend, though. And then we do have a Florentino Luis who, probably won't start. So I'm not interested in looking at that. Rob says they've stopped minting new ones, so cap supply at the moment. That's a great observation, Rob. I completely forgot about that, to be fair. Yeah. So, Gary, they're not actually selling any Russian players right now on the new card auctions. So Sorare aren't minting any new guys. So, like Rob says, if there's a fixed supply of something and people want those cards, then the price is just going to rise, right? Because there's only so many of them, and they of course aren't minting anymore. So yeah, great job on that one, Rob, pointing that one out. But yeah, Rob Marshall says Seo Young Woo's going to bang this week. Yeah, this is what I've got to decide. I've got to decide, like, do I play all the best players in like a rare pro team? Or do I just... I don't know. I need to really work it out. The only reason why I want to play rare pro over rare, or, over all-star rare, is because of the prizes. And obviously, you're competing against 9,000 guys. Don't get me wrong. All these guys don't have 5 starters, and most of them don't even have 5... rare players. So you're not competing against them all, or I wouldn't be competing against them all directly, if that makes sense. But in terms of like the prizes, like last week, the tier 1s were like pretty shocking, like, to be honest. Just looking at it here, like, there's some good players in here, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't, I wouldn't turn my nose away to any of these, but like, I don't know, like, I came 8th last week, and I had a good card. I'm actually really happy with what I've got, but, just normally, like, historically, All-Star Pro prizes are just better than All-Star prizes. And I know, like, it looks like, well, the prize pools are similar, but, like, in terms of, like, the star players and stuff, that's where you can really, get your hands on some really nice prizes. And there's no tier 3s in here, of course. It cuts off at tier 2. So that's the only reason why I'm edging towards playing All-Star Pro. But then, of course, you do have the ETH, the ETH threshold to sort of fall back on. But I think I've got enough quality to where I could play like a really decent All-Star Pro team, and then maybe just throw in my extras into All-Star Rare. But in terms of forwards, the Alvarez situation's bugging me out. I don't know what to do in terms of, he didn't play yesterday. Bless me. I think I'm allergic to my room. I just sneeze all the time and nothing seems to change. And I don't have any aircon in here right now. I've stopped it, so I don't know what's causing me to sneeze. So any doctors watching, please do help me out, because I try and take antihistamines and they just make me really tired. So I need like a non-drowsy version. That's probably the only solution right now in terms of those tablets. But yeah, Alvarez, I'm just gutted really, because I would have played a full river stack this midweek if Alvarez, wasn't questionable. He complained of muscle discomfort. Yesterday he was going to start, he didn't start, he was on the bench and didn't come on. So I'm very reluctant to play him, if I'm completely honest. And then the only other option, I know I have other options here, but the only one that's probably going to start is Lucas Beltran, who scored last game. They're away to Huracan. So it looks like he's my only forward that I can really utilize here. In terms of like guys who are fit, Doku's still injured for whatever reason, been injured all season basically. Lee Hadji's not injured, but he just isn't getting a look in. Bale, he's just not going to play, is he? And then Ryan Cherokee injured, and then of course Fatty's injured as well, but he is due to come back pretty soon actually. So Beltran's like literally the only option here if I want somebody that's, not guaranteed to play, but as good as guaranteed to play. After scoring last game, you'd hope he wouldn't get dropped midweek. So yeah, the thing here is I do want to go with Nico Williams, if I'm honest. Super rare, I think. And then in terms of midfielders, I mean, I can't not go with Enzo Fernandez, even though he is a rotational risk. And then you guys are telling me to play Seo Young Woo, and I obviously do trust you. So I think Woo would have to be the play here, even though I have an Eric Garcia Super Rare that I could utilize. That also kind of depends on how well he does tonight. If he keeps a clean sheet tonight and plays well, then I have a bit more trust in going into that game that he'll play. But I'm not convinced. I mean, like, it's just hard to tell right now. He's just given away 2 penalties or whatever it is. So, and then we do have Fofana as well, but he is also somewhat of a DMP risk. So I guess Seo Young Woo kind of gets the nod here, guys. And then my next question to you is like, well, if I'm going to do this, should I just play the rare Nico Williams and just play them in All-Star Rare? Like, do you think that's a better situation for me? Gaji says you have to have Seo, he'll score insane. Yeah, I'll definitely play Seo Young Woo. That's a given. I just don't know whether to play this team in All-Star Rare or to play, the super rare Nico Williams and play it in All-Star Rare Pro. Let's just throw this in for now. We'll captain Seo Young Woo because of the recommendations, and then we'll try and build somewhat of an all-star rare team and see what we can come up with in terms of what's left. I do have... Well, okay, what we'll do is we'll do that on here. So we'll just throw in this team for now. This is obviously not... This is not set in stone. I'm just doing it so I don't have to look at the players that I've already picked, right? So we'll just throw this in. There's Seo Young-woo. We'll captain him. And then we'll go into all-star rare. So like I said, I do have a Camilo Vargas common, so he can obviously be my goalie. Rob says, I think you should play Super Rare in any Rare Pro division. Yeah, that's not my question. My question was, Rob, shall I play... shall I do like this team here? Or do I play that team minus the Super Rare Nico Williams and play... you know, and play basically this team in this competition, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I'm just basically substituting the Rare Nico for the Super Rare, and obviously dropping down a division in terms of All-Star Rare to All-Star Rare Pro. But let me know. I'm edging towards doing this and playing one Super Rare, but I am obviously up against it in that sense because I'm going to be up against guys who are playing two Super Rares, which is not needed, but it is obviously an advantage, right? So, yeah, All-Star Rare, we're obviously just going to be aiming for Threshold. Rob says 2 Super Rares in Rare Pro, I mean. Jonathan says All-Star Rare Pro. Okay. So, Rob, you think I need to play 2... Not need to, but you suggest that I should play 2 Super Rares in Rare Pro. And by that, do you mean maybe drop in Seo Young-woo? If that makes sense? Like, do you think I should go with something like that? Is that what we're saying? Rob says I would go with the full rare option. Okay. Okay. That's fair enough. I can live with that. So, yeah, okay. Well, we'll go with Rob's suggestion for now. Yeah, we'll definitely go with Rob's suggestion for now. So we'll go Enzo, Beltran, and Seo Young-woo. We'll captain Nico, give us that 30% bonus. So now that's the only issue for me now is obviously I don't have another goalkeeper, right? So I have a not sneaky feeling, but I have an inkling that maybe 4 outfield under 23 guys could win a prize in under 23 rare. Rob says I would play 2 Super Rares in Rare Pro. Okay. So what we'll do is, we'll cancel this. This is what we're going to do. We're going to throw Amani, Nico, Enzo, Beltran, and Garcia, depending on how well he does, tonight. And then we're going to throw in an all-star rare team that consists of Vargas. We'll go... This is the thing now. I don't know whether I should save my best under 23s and throw them in an under 23 lineup, hoping that 4 players can win a prize, because the only under 23 keepers playing is Lafont. There's a goalkeeper from Rennes, so there's 2, and then maybe Donnarumma. There's nobody else outside of that, so I don't think... Excuse me. I think maybe 4-man stacks could actually do something in the rare divisions, depending on who that variation is. So I don't know whether to maybe prioritize that, like play a team in here. So, for example, Young-woo, Onana, Hope Alvarez is fit, and then maybe a Nico Williams, and just do something like this. Or do I... Because either way, I basically have to play a very similar team in here, because I don't... The forward that I'm going to use is either going to be Alvarez or somebody that's not going to play. So I might as well just risk something in under 23, right? Would that be something that makes sense? Let me know how you would view that. Because obviously, Alvarez could easily DMP, and then I have 5. I'm only playing with 3 players then, which that's not going to win anything. But something like this, is it worth doing? Do you think? I'd be interested to see what your viewpoint on that is. Yeah, I'm not too sure, to be fair. I'm not too sure what to do. Stokey said Luis Maximiano is playing 2, but he's up against Atletico. Okay, Well, maybe, yeah, okay, thank you for letting me know that. So, yeah, there's probably too many keepers to where I can't really do much midweek then. 4 under 23 keepers. Okay. Yeah, so it's... Yeah, so what, 700 people have entered, 160. It's probably not worth me even bothering entering the under 23s then this week, is that I might as well just play my strongest, leftovers in All-Star Rares, and I think that's my best bet. Onana or De La Cruz? Obviously, De La Cruz, you'd hope would score better, but I just have a sneaky feeling he might get rotated. So I'm tempted to go with Onana there. I am going to throw Alvarez in here just because he's basically my only option. So I don't really have much else to work with. And then it's either Wesley Fofana or Nico Williams. I want to go with, I don't know. I'm obviously playing Nico in my Super Rare team, so I tend to like to, sometimes I double down on him. I sometimes triple down and play all three in 3 separate divisions. But the fact that I have a Wesley Fofana sitting there with 10.5 XP, I feel guilty not playing him, even though he completely DMP'd on the weekend and killed me. I have a funny feeling that he's going to play really well against Everton. So provisionally, this is what we're working with. This is obviously dependent on Eric Garcia, playing well tonight and maybe getting the nod again for midweek. But on the whole, I think this team's pretty decent, to be completely honest. I'm not sure if it's going to compete with the likes of your PSG teams and whoever, whatever teams there is out there in terms of those teams. But yeah, I think on the surface of it looks a decent team. I'd imagine Amani gets a clean sheet away to Cordoba, like I said, who are struggling. I'd hope Nico could have a dominant game against Preston, a load of attempted assists, maybe even an assist. You'd hope Garcia could pass his way to 60s against Sociedad away, and then Enzo's just being Enzo Fernandez over the last God knows how long. He's been immense this season. And then Beltran, like I said, scored last week. You'd hope he could do something similar this week as well, obviously away to Huracan. So yeah, I don't feel overly excited about midweek. Like I said, I would have liked to have played my full river stack, but with the Julian Alvarez situation, hopefully there's more news to come maybe over the next few hours. But right now, it doesn't look like it doesn't look like I'm going to know anything right now in terms of his fitness levels. So, yeah, I'm have to just play that one by ear. But yeah, guys, I've only been streaming for 37 minutes. I want to do a little bit more. So, what we'll do is we'll go on a bit of a scouting spree. We'll have a look into the limiteds and we'll try and build. I've got, £59.99. And we need a forward and an extra player to play the Specialist Limited League this midweek. So let's do a bit of scouting on Sorare data and check what we can come up with, right? So we need a forward. We'll do some scouting. Stokey said, if Forest lose tonight, Fulham could get promoted tomorrow with a win. So hope nerves don't kick in for them as a team. Man, that's a great point because the last 2 Fulham games, I think they've lost both, haven't they? They lost against Derby and then was it Coventry before that? I'm pretty sure they've lost their last 2 games or maybe drawn the one before last. Either way, they're looking a little bit shaky right now. And like you said, that nerves, can definitely kick in. When you're so close to, winning something big, So yeah, hopefully they do get over the line, of course. So what I'm doing here is I'm just toggling all these filters to where I want to, find forwards, starters. They don't need to be under 23 eligible, but they do need to be playing next or midweek. And I've just toggled the last 15, the SO5 score between I'll put that down to 40. So I'm going to see everything 40 and above basically. And yeah, we're just gonna have a look from here. So Alvarez fits the mix, but we're not going to be playing. We're not going to be buying a limited Alvarez. He's going to be out of our budget. Fakir's probably definitely out of our budget as well. So we're looking for somebody not as expensive, right? So Delafeu could be an option. 0.03s. Well, maybe no. We need 0.02s. Stokey said, lost last 2 Derby and Coventry. So yeah, they desperately, do need to win something. Yeah, these guys are a little bit too expensive for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to go best market price. And we'll go 0.01. 1 and just see what happens. Okay. So we've got a Morales. So we'll have a little look at this guy. What was his name? Morales. Here he is. He's got a great last few games. Jesus. What can we pick up? Okay. He's a mid. Oh, no, he is a forward as well. Okay. Interesting. You know what? I'm tempted to pick up one of those forward cards, you know. £18. I can live with that, see? You know, we're not breaking the bank in any way, are we? £16 for the midfielder, 13, 12. So yeah, I would be buying him at an inflated rate, but you know, who do they play? Sevilla. It's not an easy game, that, to be fair, though, is it? It's definitely not an easy game. Who's this? Juric, Vidal, Gramero, Levante in the bottom 3 scraping for their lives. Okay. So maybe, you know, Levante can play out of their skin basically and hope Morales is involved with those goals. Yeah, he is definitely an option. I'm just looking down here. Darwin Matches, decent player, but away to Atletico. Musa Barrow could be an interesting option. Have you looked at Rafa Mir? Okay, yeah, Rafa Mir's a decent player, isn't he? He played for, was it Wolves last year on loan or something? How is he doing now? He's come off the bench, so he's not exactly a nailed-on starter. £34, £26. Okay, that's not bad. That's interesting. Yeah, mate, that could be a decent little pickup, to be fair. Let me see if I can extend this a little bit to like 0.15. Let's see if anything else comes out. Who's this fella? Rodrigo. Oh, I think I've copied the link, haven't I? Rodrigo. Here he is. Aguero, however you say that. Okay, £40, £28, 27. Yeah, this guy could be it. I think I'm going to buy him. I'm quite excited about his situation. He seems to be scoring goals. Like I said, I'm not putting a ton of research into this. I'm not overly fussed about, you know, what happens. But they're home to Tigres. I'm guessing Tigres are a decent team, aren't they? Maybe I'll definitely look at the. We'll look at the league table just to check, because I do have obviously the Atlas boys playing as well, so it would probably be a good idea to buy another Mexican guy just because, well, you know, a Mexican league guy, just because that helps with playing on similar game weeks, right? Rodrigo Aguero played 11 times this season, 8 goals, 1 assist. Yeah, that's good enough for me. I like the look of that. Wolves sold him. Do you think Sorare will add some new leagues in the next month? I mean, I don't know about new, but I'm guessing they're going to be obviously adding the new MLS cards. So if you want to count that, then possibly. But I don't know about like completely new, if that makes sense. But they might. You know, who am I to say they won't? I hope they do, but I don't really see them adding like the Premier League or something. You know. Anina says, why does he look 50 though? He does look borderline 50, doesn't he? To be fair to him, he's on loan from an Ecuadorian club. Okay, interesting. He's only 27. Okay, well, he looks to be having a good season. Where are they in the league? Okay, oh, I don't know if I like that actually. Tigres or Tigers, whatever you want to call them, are top of the league. And his team are 12th. So maybe I might go back on my word a little bit. Even though he has a good L5 and everything, I'm not too fussed on bringing him in, if I'm completely honest. Just because it looks like a really tough fixture. Mateo Suarez, he could be a good shout. The River guy. Because, obviously, scored last game. he could be a decent shout. Because it looks like Alvarez is out injured. And we could maybe pick up one of his cards and play him. That could definitely be a thing, couldn't it? Yeah. Maybe some smaller leagues like Denmark or Sweden. Yeah, that's possible. I mean, they are summer leagues, I guess. So yeah, that would make sense in sort of bringing them on, onboarding them at the time that their leagues are, playing, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm tempted to buy Mateo Suarez, to be honest, guys. He scored a good goal last night. I imagine he plays again, just because Alvarez might, doesn't look to be in the best of conditions right now. So, yeah, I'm tempted to pick up. I am tempted to pick up one of his cards, Yeah, we're going to go with it. We're going to buy £28 for a Mateus Suarez. Okay, so he is in the club. What is his L? Does he have... Yeah, what is his... Where's he gone? So his L... He's got an L 15 of 47. Okay. So we could technically get one player with an L 15 of 60 if we could afford it. I'm not sure if we will be able to. He hasn't appeared in our gallery yet. So we basically need an extra player now. I'm tempted to pick up some sort of River Plate guy. Don't know who, but I do think that could be the best play. So we go Vargas, Reyes, Saka, Suarez, and then we need an extra, like I said. Yeah, I'm tempted to pick up a River defender, maybe. Maybe somebody like, well, obviously not Barco. I'm just clicking it for the to get onto the page. Inaki Williams, that's a good shout. He hasn't. I don't think he's missed a game, has he, in like 6 years or something crazy. How much is Paulo Diaz going for limited? How much have we got? Oh, 31. Oh my God, that would be crazy. If we bought Paulo Diaz now, that we would have a balance of like exactly 0, which is crazy. If we bought that one there, 31.35. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm tempted to pick up a Diaz because David Martinez is a bit more expensive, isn't he? Because he's a bit younger. Yeah, he's a lot more expensive. Jesus. Okay. Okay, we'll pick up a Paulo Diaz or whatever his name is. Where's he gone? Sorry, guys. I'm probably annoying you by doing this, but yeah, we'll pick up one of him then. So where's he gone? There he is. Paulo Diaz. It's written in the ETH. It definitely is written in the ETH. That is actually crazy, isn't it? Okay, we'll pick him up. Okay, he's in. Now we technically have, or we will have, no... yeah, we don't have a single penny in our ETH balance because we've just spent it on two limited guys, two River limited boys, which I'm excited about. So now we can play the Specialist Limited League this midweek. I'm not sure if he would have gone into the gallery yet. No, I don't think he has. Oh yeah, he has. He's in. Okay, there we go. So we've made our specialist team now. We've got the River boys, the Atlas boys, and then we've got a Saka for Red Diamond. So I'm pretty happy with that team, Hopefully that can do something for us. What is the prize pool looking like for that specialist? So we've got nearly 4,400 entrants, 10 rares on offer, and then 11 to 100, a split between the Tier 2 limiteds and the Tier 3. So, yeah, pretty excited to be involved in that tournament. Equally as excited to be in the All-Star Rare Pro. Sorry, or All-Star Pro. Sorry, I keep calling it All-Star. I keep saying the rare part, but there's no rare part anymore. I'm still getting used to that. And then we do have our All-Star Rare team. Oh, yeah, there is no... I don't know. I'm losing my head right now. See, this should be called All-Star Rare Pro, shouldn't it? Not All-Star Pro, but maybe I'm just being picky and stupid. yeah, I mean, we can't see game week 264 right now, but we could look at the medium post. So, medium. And we could check. Yeah, we could check the calendar, basically, is what I was thinking about. So, game week 264, this is what we're looking at. I don't like looking at it like that. That's freaking me out a little bit. Can't we just see it? Okay, yeah, we can see it like this. So, I'm just going to go through like what's going on in terms of the underdog situation and legend. So, they have the legend limited and the pro going on for game week 264, which is exciting. You can win super rare and limited legends. I ended up selling my legends, to be honest. Right now I just don't see that much value in them. Like, I don't see the point in like buying legends to just win more legends, really. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Maybe they'll increase the utility at some point. Who knows? I hope they do. Oliver May said, "Good day. In line for my first reward after starting 3 weeks ago. If I'd swapped my keepers, I would have had a top 48 finish in specialist, settling with a tier 3 limited instead, unfortunately." Well, mate, to be 3 weeks into your 3 weeks into your Sorare journey and you're winning prizes, that's something to be proud of. So yeah, congratulations, man. Well done, Oliver. That's really good going. Mikey Baston says, "Just call it rare and rare pro." Yeah, I'd be more than happy with that, mate. I'm sure that would simplify things a lot, wouldn't it? But yeah, looking forward to 264. Like I said, we've got Legends Challenge Limited and we've got Legends Challenge Pro. 25 and 35 prizes on offer there. The Specialist Super Rare League is back with 3 uniques on offer. And then we've got the Underdog Rare, where we saw Mbappe be given out. Was that last weekend, maybe? And the guy's team was worth like 0.5 ETH or something. I spoke about it with John on John Ellis's podcast, So Far So Rare, if you haven't listened to it, the latest episode. Yeah, crazy that somebody won an Mbappe in the Underdog League. I think that's insane. And then, of course, we have the Specialist Limited and the Underdog Limited leagues ongoing as well. Just looking at, obviously, a couple of the situations that I'm involved in terms of under 23 rare. We've got 250 prizes, which is healthy. And then we've got 50 prizes in under 23 rare pro, which is equally as nice. 28 in the super rare, and 4 in the unique. Not that I'm involved in the unique. And then All-Star Pro 630. Okay. All-Star Rare Pro. See, that's what's bugging me out. It says All-Star Rare Pro there. Yeah, this is why I keep calling it All-Star Rare Pro. And then you go here, it just says All-Star Pro. Like, I don't really know. That just don't make sense to me. But yeah, looks like a really exciting game week, to be fair. Full of opportunities to bag some prizes. I don't think I'll be entering the Specialist Super Rare, but I'll try and enter the Underdog Rare team. I'm not sure if I'll have that many eligible players. I might actually, because Marciano, he's still an L15 under 40, I think. Where's he to? Even though I'm trying to sell him. Yeah, L15 under 40, so he would definitely be available to use if I don't sell him in that time. So yeah, pretty excited about that actually. I don't know how many other guys I've got that are L15 under 40, but yeah, I'm sure we'll see. Well, we'll know tomorrow because obviously the game week will be available to look at, up here, so we'll be able to do a bit of scouting and yeah, sort of take it from there, guys. But yeah, it doesn't look like I've got much else to really cover unless there's anything you guys want to see. I'll probably call it a day here. We've been going 55 minutes now. So yeah, I'll keep tabs on Garcia. I'll sort of, scan that situation, see if anything progresses, if he plays well tonight and take it from there. And if he doesn't, then I'll reassess and maybe, look to bring somebody else in, or maybe play my best lineup in All-Star, and just go with 5 rares flat and leave it as that. So, yeah, guys, really do appreciate you watching. I've got a video to edit now, to be fair, which I filmed this morning. So I'm going to edit that. That'll be up tomorrow. It's an MLS video. So yeah, look out for that. But yeah, leave a like if you did enjoy. Stokey's just said, though, did they not change the L15 to under 45, or did I imagine that? I think they did, but didn't they do that for the Specialist Limited? Like, I don't think they've Have they done that for the underdog? They might have. I could be chatting out of my arse here. Oh yeah, it is. You're right. It is now below under 45. Okay. Oh well, that makes things a lot easier then, doesn't it? Now. Yeah, nice spot there. I knew they changed it. I just couldn't remember if they changed it just for the specialist. But well, no. To be fair, they haven't actually changed it for the specialist. They've kept it for the specialist, but changed it for the underdog. So that's where I've got it mixed up there. But yeah, I mean, it makes it a bit easier. Even though I saw some people, being moaning a little bit, the fact that they've risen it to 45. They like the challenge of it being 40. Rob says underdog as well. So then this is wrong, is it? Like, is this 45 maybe, or should be 45? Yeah, let me know in the comment section. But yeah, guys, this is probably gonna be the end of the stream. Please do leave a like on the stream, guys. It really does mean a lot to me, like more than you could honestly imagine. I know I belt on about every stream, every video, but honestly, like, it just really does mean a lot to me. So yeah, also there was a new team that got added today. Well, I mean, I guess they were on here last year, but just the new cards are out. Stokey says probably to make more keepers available with under 45. I think that makes sense. Like, as long as it benefits more people, I don't think there's much to be crying out about. So yeah, if more people can play it, then great. Obviously that's more competition, but more participation as well, which can only be a good thing, right? But like I said, guys, really do appreciate you watching. Good luck for this upcoming game week. Rob, if you're still watching, good luck with your prize tomorrow. I'm really excited to see what you've got going on in terms of that first position in Asia Rare. Good luck to everyone, like I said, and I shall see you guys in the next live stream, which will be Thursday. Rob said I just meant underdog. Okay, yeah. So it doesn't count in specialist, just underdog. Makes sense. Yeah, really do appreciate you watching, guys, and I shall see you on Thursday.